The following review contains levels of fanservice that may offend some people. If fanservice is not your thing, then feel free to leave now. Viewer discretion is advised. Pinball is one of those games that bases itself on three things: physics, timing, and luck. Senran Kagura Peach Ball adds one more element to the formula. It's trademark fanservice, courtesy of series creator Kenichiro Takaki. The game is another spin-off to the series and features the characters seen in Senran Kagura Reflections, with the exception of adding Haruka in for story purposes. You don't need to have played any of the other Senran Kagura games in the series to get into this, but knowing the series and the characters will make the game more enjoyable. For transparency, a copy of this game was provided to me by a PR network. In this game you play as a self-insert who's at the local arcade for a fighting game competition supervised by Haruka, who is working there. Some of the shinobi girls have decided to enter the competition as well, and ultimately the finals come down between two girls, Yomi and Murasaki. While this match is happening, Ryona, one of the shinobi girls, goes to use the bathroom and accidentally uses some of Haruka's experimental medicine, mistaking it for hand soap. This causes Ryona to transform into a dog-human hybrid. She then rushes out and ends up infecting the other girls, turning Asuka into a rabbit, Yumi into a cat, Murasaki into a bear, and Yomi into a tanuki, which is a Japanese raccoon dog. Haruka then suggests using the Peach Ball, a pinball ball, to help change the girls back to normal before they become animals forever. Thank goodness that your self-insert just happens to be a pinball wizard, right? So guess who's going to help Haruka change all the girls back? The game has 5 stories to follow, and the goal of the game is to simply play pinball and rack up a high score to change the girls back to normal. But is the game any good? Find out in The Good. The gameplay and story is just pure dumb fun. At its core, it plays very much like a pinball table, complete with tilts and bonuses. Each round has 3 checkpoints for you to reach by scoring a certain amount of points. You can also activate parts of the table to knock the girl over, allowing you to score extra points, and you can even enter a mode where you have 3 balls on the table at the same time to really rack those points up. Once you reach a checkpoint, you hit the girl with the ball and you enter a small mini game where you hit targets to score points. With the higher the hits, the higher the point multiplier. Once you complete the final checkpoint, the girl is restored back to normal and you move on to the next girl in the story. The game's story has you pick one of the 5 transformed girls, and the order in which the girls are restored back to normal changes based on your choice. Each girl has 5 rounds, which makes 25 rounds in total to complete everyone's story. The game also has an assist mode, so if you're not very good at pinball, assist mode will increase the amount of balls that you start with to reach your goal, and the kickbacks in the side lanes are constantly active. Without assist mode, it's like a standard pinball table, 3 balls with the chance of earning an extra ball if you're skilled and lucky enough. The game also has a free mode where you can select the girl and table and play without needing to worry about the story. At the end of each round or free play, you gain money that you can spend to buy things from the shop like clothes, accessories, different balls, pictures, and music. The game's dressing room and diorama mode returns, as well as the intimacy mode, and I found it to be much more stable than Senran Kagura Reflections. I appreciate how accessible the game is, and as someone who does enjoy pinball, I had fun playing the game for the most part. However, that's all I have for the good, so let's see what wasn't so good in the bad. The game only features 2 pinball tables, which I think for Peach Ball is a little lacking. While you can change the variations in background images, this is purely cosmetic, as the general layout of the table remains the same and loses its appeal over time. And you'll find in the story that the girls tend to stick to a particular table each, no matter whose story you're playing through. The variety of Peach Balls was something I can't say I was really keen on either. Aside from the looks, the Peach Balls are categorized as yin or yang, with the difference being how intense the vibrations on your Joy-Con are. If yin and yang affect the ball's weight, then I think it would have made things more interesting, especially in the ball physics area. Visually, the game still reuses the models from Senran Kagura Estival Versus, and by extension, Peach Beach Splash and Reflections. Matter of fact, as I mentioned earlier, with the exception of Haruka, the characters featured in the game were also the cast of Senran Kagura Reflections. I'm starting to sound like a broken record here, but the models from Senran Kagura New Link exist, and would have worked really well with this game. I can at least appreciate that the game has a few new animations that weren't present in the older games. Aside from that, I think we're done here, so it's about time I give the opinion. At the end of the day, Senran Kagura Peach Ball is an enjoyable pinball game. It's no 3D Space Cadet, and it certainly isn't Pinball Dreams, but for a pinball game on the Switch, it'll be fun to play on the go, despite Pinball Dreams also being available on a handheld. The gameplay was fun, but with only 2 tables to choose from and reusing old models, I feel that they were really trying to see how long people could put up with updated Estival Versus models. Nonetheless, if you happen to like Senran Kagura, and you also happen to like pinball, then give this game a go. It certainly retains the fun I have when I play a pinball table. So with that, it's time for my rating. I would give Senran Kagura Peach Ball
an actual beer out of 10.
Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next Infinite Backlog review. If you enjoyed today's review, feel free to check out some of our other videos and subscribe for more. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram and our Facebook page. Once again, thank you for watching.